ESPN has revealed the startling reasons behind Sandy Brondello's dismissal from the New York Liberty coaching position. This development has become the most discussed topic across sports media today, with reporters tracking every detail as it unfolds. The network's coverage disclosed that Brondello's departure stems from the organization's championship or bust philosophy. Most shocking of all, sources indicate that management planned to terminate her contract following the previous season, but her team's WNBA title victory temporarily saved her position. This revelation makes the current firing even more perplexing. Brondello holds the distinction of being the most successful coach in Liberty franchise history by wins. Farah coached for going to WNBA championship 2 times in a row. Should have won more games than any other coach in franchise history. And he simply only lost in the playoffs because of injuries. Like there was nothing from her to cause the loss that the Liberty took. Now, a lot of people is also speculating that Sabrina Ionescu could be jumping ship, maybe even Breanna Stewart, because no one's thinking about this. See, Breanna Stewart signed a 1-year deal with the New York Liberty, right? Her recent track record speaks volumes about her capabilities and effectiveness as a leader. Looking at her tenure statistics paints a clear picture. In 2022, she guided the team to a 16-20 record before falling in the opening playoff round. The following year brought remarkable improvement with a 32-8 season that reached the championship game. Her crowning achievement came in 2024 with another 32-8 campaign that secured the franchise's first title. Even her 2025 season showed solid performance at 27-17 before another first-round exit. The circumstances surrounding this season's playoff elimination make the decision even more questionable. In your deal with the New York Liberty, right? Her, Kelsey Mitchell, and a couple more other superstars had those 1-year deals, bro. Let's not forget about that because of the current state of the CBA agreement, because they are still negotiating these agreements for their contracts. Now, Breanna Stewart could be out of there. She could leave now, because her contract is up. But let's head on over to ESPN. Team injuries, not tactical failures or poor preparation, led to their early departure from postseason play. No strategic mistakes or coaching errors can be blamed for the team's struggles during those crucial games. Player reactions have been telling. Breanna Stewart publicly supported her former coach after the playoff loss, demonstrating the respect Brondello commanded in the locker room. This loyalty from star players makes the organizational decision appear even more disconnected from team dynamics. Stewart's contractual situation adds another layer of complexity to this situation. She signed only a 1-year agreement with the Liberty, along with other prominent players like Kelsey Mitchell. These short-term commitments were tied to ongoing collective bargaining negotiations. Now, with their coach dismissed, these superstars might reconsider their future with the organization. The timing creates potential roster upheaval. Stewart and other key players could easily walk away when their contracts expire, viewing the coaching change as a sign of organizational instability. The ripple effects of this decision might extend far beyond just replacing the head coach. Think a little startling is championship or a buzz. Bro, how is that even remotely right? Was she the winningest coach in your franchise history, bro? Franchise history, dog. My goodness. At Neuvers, it gives per how impactful she'd been for that franchise. But that is how bullish this organization is in New York and how their ownership and management really are looking to continue upon that. That's what they were able to get last year. We know ESPN's reporting suggests that New York's ownership group maintains extremely high expectations and aggressive ambitions for continued success. Their willingness to dismiss a championship-winning coach demonstrates just how demanding their standards have become. League insiders have criticized the move extensively. Becky Hammon, speaking at a recent event, expressed disapproval of the decision. She praised Brondello as both an exceptional person and skilled coach, emphasizing how rare it is to find someone who excels in both areas within professional sports. The search for Brondello's replacement has already begun, with speculation pointing toward unconventional candidates. That's what they were able to get last year. We know that Breanna Stewart said the other day when they lost in Game 3 that they had them back. We actually just talked with Becky Hammon here at Ace of Shooter, and she said she did not love that Smith for Fandy, and it really just spoke to the fact that she is such a quality person and quality coach, and not such a rare mix for a head coach in all really sports to have. And so I think for New York moving forward, I would expect them to really, again, be bullish in who they go after. We know that they are a WNBA franchise that invests a lot in some rumors suggest the organization might target someone from NBA coaching ranks, representing a departure from traditional WNBA hiring patterns. Other whispers indicate that internal candidates might already be under consideration. However, any incoming coach faces significant challenges beyond normal transition difficulties. Taking over from a beloved, successful coach who was dismissed under controversial circumstances creates automatic skepticism from players and fans. The new hire will need to overcome immediate credibility issues and prove their worthiness of the position. Now, a lot of people have been speculating that somebody from the NBA could be headed to New York. There has been word on the street. Some people have even said that Sandy Brondello hire might already be with the organization. But at what point is you going to look at your locker room? Meanwhile, Brondello's coaching future looks promising despite this setback. Seattle currently has an opening, and 2 expansion franchises still need to hire their inaugural coaches. Her proven track record and championship experience make her an attractive candidate for any organization seeking established leadership. The broader implications of this decision raise questions about organizational patience and realistic expectations in professional sports. When championship-caliber performance still results in termination, it sends concerning messages about job security and long-term planning throughout the league. But at what point is you going to look at your locker room and be like, damn, no one's going to rock with me? So could you imagine being that coach that got to now go coach this New York Liberty basketball team? No one's going to rock with you, bro, at all. So you lost before you even get there. This situation perfectly illustrates the pressure-filled environment of modern professional sports, where even excellence may not guarantee job security. The Liberty's decision will likely be off because what happened first? Dampshires were down, hurt. Caitlin Clark allegedly got hurt with the ankle door practice. Now we got Lexi Hall questionable with a back injury. What the hell? When did this happen? Lexi Hall was getting battered by Asia Wilson, but for her to have a back injury this late, close to the game, she spoke to the media earlier. We'd heard nothing about this. Bruh, this is looking real frickin' spooky. Several roster members have suffered physical setbacks during practice sessions, creating alarm about the organization's preparation methods. Previous incidents included ankle troubles for superstar Caitlin Clark and other key personnel getting hurt during team drills. Hull seemed fine during earlier media appearances, making the sudden development particularly shocking. Witnesses observed her wearing back support equipment during morning warm-ups, though her movement appeared regular during team activities. Official confirmation came through Chloe Peterson's late injury report announcing Hull's doubtful status. Recent broadcasts attracted 1.4 million viewers, showing sustained public engagement despite growing worries about player safety and preparation standards. The repeated occurrence of training injuries has sparked intense criticism of Stephanie White's coaching approach and program oversight. Many observers believe these frequent incidents reveal serious flaws in how the squad conducts workout sessions. Vocal critics demand immediate leadership changes, particularly suggesting Sandy Bell as a suitable replacement capable of fixing these ongoing problems. White has recently engaged in various media interviews covering team subjects, including Clark's rehabilitation journey and her continued leadership impact while recovering. Whatever, but let's get back to business and a business beer. How the hell do these players keep getting hurt in practice, bruh? That's the elephant in the room, and as soon as I get back to my studio offer to cook up Chef Boyardee, I ain't playing. Hands, legs, feet, and toes is finna get applied to all of this action with Indiana Fever coaching staff, bruh. This is starting to look extremely bad. I mean, really, really bad at this. During her Guest Spot On In Case You Missed It podcast, the coach discussed Clark's circumstances and ongoing team contributions. White explained how injuries create mental struggles for competitors unable to pursue their craft. She commended Clark's commitment to encouraging teammates from bench positions, highlighting her role as a vocal supporter and strategic communicator. The coach stressed how observing games provides fresh angles, enabling athletes to see situations from coaching perspectives and develop increased motivation to return. White characterized the situation as growth-oriented, helping Clark mature and understand while preserving her leadership influence. For interview, guys, for this one here, we gotta go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it, let's go. Now, I talked about this during the off-season, and that is definitely why giving these damn interviews. Now, she had, give her the pulse for a minute when the season starts, so I'll give her that. But look like she's back ramping up them interviews because she just appeared on another podcast talking about the hottest story next to the Sandy Brondello story is, will Kayla Clark make an impact, a comeback for the 2024 season? What it has been like, the sidelined player stays involved in team conversations, providing observations to both teammates and staff during breaks and planning sessions. Discussing exceptional talent qualities, White pinpointed fierce competitiveness as the main attribute connecting elite athletes such as Tamika Catchings, Alyssa Thomas, and Caitlin Clark. These performers reject losing in any circumstance, from training exercises to informal competitions to official contests. Their dedication surpasses raw talent, extending to methodical work approaches and deliberate development focus. The coach separated mere practice attendance from concentrated, effective training periods. Will Kayla Clark make an impact, a comeback for the 2024 season? What it has been like, coaching Caitlin through this whole process, because we know Kayla Clark has never been hurt prior to this. I'm blaming Indy. I'm sorry. I just got to put my blame on Indy, the reason why Caitlin hurt. But that's neither here or there. Now, there is large speculation that Kayla Clark could be coming back due to a WNBA loophole. If you guys have not seen that video, I highly recommend you guys go check it out. I got it on a channel. It's a lit one. Now, Stephanie White made an appearance on, top-tier players optimize their facility time through intentional methods, never approaching drills, sequences, or sessions carelessly. This working approach distinguishes outstanding achievers from other skilled professionals throughout the league. Concerning recent postseason achievements, White credited defensive restraint as the crucial element in capturing Game 1 upset in Las Vegas. The squad implemented defensive plans without unnecessary fouls, preventing opponents from earning easy scoring chances while preserving scheme discipline. Victory demanded restricting Vegas to success in only one of 3 main scoring zones: interior baskets, perimeter attempts, and penalty shots. Addressing Ajasha Wilson's defensive challenges after her difficult shooting performance, White recognized Wilson's position as the Planet's premier player while outlining their containment approach. The strategy emphasized harassment and complexity rather than total prevention, understanding that superstar talents will produce results despite defensive pressure. The objective involved limiting Wilson's impact while simultaneously reducing teammates' offensive contributions. White stressed disrupting ball circulation and forcing solo creation instead of permitting fluid offensive rhythm. This tactic sought to generate contested attempts and stop the coordinated passing sequences that make Las Vegas most effective. Responding to playoff underdog discussions, White declared the team disregards external commentary and maintains internal concentration. The franchise keeps clubhouse discussions separate from outside viewpoints, focusing on daily battles and achieving personal benchmarks. Their method emphasizes constant energy, controlled performance, and generating chances for colleagues' achievements. The squad's mindset avoids becoming distracted by media characterizations or predictions, whether supported or dismissed. Regular preparation and teammate assistance stay consistent despite public perception. In everything that we do, talking to our teammates, communicating what she sees to them, communicating what she sees to us, being a cheerleader for them, talking in huddles. It sucks when you're not able to play, but you also can gain a different perspective when you're watching from the sidelines. See it a little bit more from a coach's perspective, from a coach's point of view. I don't doubt that Caitlin Clark is always hungry, but you are hungrier when you're not able to participate. And I think this season, has she's regained a due perspective. This attitude enables players to compete proudly while delivering complete commitment in every game scenario. Ongoing discussion surrounds Caitlin Clark's possible comeback through potential WNBA regulation loopholes, although no concrete schedule exists. The circumstances remain uncertain as the franchise weighs current postseason requirements against future player wellness priorities. The practice injury epidemic persists as a major organizational challenge, demanding swift action and solutions to avoid additional roster complications during vital playoff battles. Multiple training accidents suggest systematic problems requiring immediate coaching staff evaluation and procedural overhauls to protect player health moving forward.